feeling pretty good, and been eating and sleeping really well. With an assist. There's our new Expedition 18 crew member, Koichi. He's over having some dinner right now on Space Station Alpha in his new home, but we're so happy to be able to deliver Koichi to the space station, letting him join the new crew, and we're sorry to see him go. We so thoroughly enjoyed having him as a member of STS119, but and you can tell how excited I was about getting into that breakfast this morning as well. As always, you're required to play with your food. There I am cleaning up my act after a couple of days. Makes you feel real good when you can clean up a little bit and feel like a brand new man. Okay, here we're coming up on an ohms burn, and you see the two ohms engines. We're looking aft, the shuttle tail's in the middle, and in just a little bit you'll see it start to turn red. And the purpose of this burn, of course, was to adjust our orbit for the rendezvous. This is really an awesome sight, and of course we do feel the G. We're kind of pushed against one wall, but it's nothing like Earth's gravity. Not that strong. So as you can see, this is kind of thrilling to see these two rockets firing and the tail of the orbiter turning red. Yeah, this was a 12-minute ohms burn, and you're going to get all of it right now. We had a little malfunction with our bicycle up here, so we had to resort to a couple other methods of exercising, and Joe has to do the guns. That's just a must anywhere he goes. And that's for the good ACER training. Right now we are putting the EMUs into the mid-deck for docking. Keep putting them out of the airlock. Here's another one moving on in. They just fit through the hatch, as you can see, but they're easy to move. Okay, they handed me the microphone for part of the video I didn't even get to see. That was the station looking out the windows. I spent most of the rendezvous in the front there working the procedures and helping Brew with the first part of the burns, trying to sneak a few peeks out of the window, but just a fantastic view of the space station as we're rendezvousing. I guess a handful of our burns when we're just over a rev away. Brew hops out of his seat and slides to the back so he can fly the space shuttle from the aft cockpit. I slide over and Joe comes up and joins me for the next several burns as we get a little bit closer before we hand it over to Brew. So here's me in my chance in the left seat and first chance to fly the space shuttle, and it's pretty amazing. You get sensations that just don't capture in the simulator. Just an absolutely amazingly beautiful sight on Space Station Alpha as we got closer for the
the RPM and the eventual torva and rendezvous. But really, the pictures or words can't do justice to what this beautiful site looks like as we get close.
And here we are. I'm shooting the laser rangefinder, which is a backup range and closure rate indicator. We got our first hit about 2 miles out, and then it had good luck from that on in. Of course, Tony and Joe are continuing to run the procedures from the front cockpit. Brew and I are in the back. Brew's driving, and I'm providing the various sensor information.
And as we get close to the station, Swanee and I join on the aft flight deck and power up the APDS, the docking system, and to help us, when we pull up the station and dock to it, it actually captures and pulls the two vehicles together. Okay, we had a successful docking, and then time to open the hatches. Really, certainly the high point of the trip at this point, and looking across the hatch is our friendly space station crew of Expedition 18 and Mike Fink and company. So it was really great to see those folks on the other side of the hatch. So we popped the hatches open, then we had to do a little more reconfiguration with some of our Eclipse systems, and then time for the whole crew to climb aboard Space Station Alpha for the first time on this trip.
There's a nice shot there as we go in from the backside, and now we're in Space Station Freedom. Sorry, Space Station Alpha. Excuse me. And the commander, Mike Fink, is giving us a little welcome and a safety brief.
And we shipped Koichi over, and Spanky put him right to work. And he's just finished up his evening, and as Bruce said earlier, he is having a well-deserved dinner. And as we, that's the end of our tape for tonight. But then, our space station crew worked really, really hard on the UPA and getting a lot of. They're going to have a lot of hard work this week, and they've already been at it. Mike and Koichi tonight, and just now finished up a little while ago. So they got a lot of hard work ahead of them, and as do we. And we're looking forward to tomorrow when we really get down to business and take our payload out of the bay and start the process of handing it off and eventually installing it. So thanks for giving us this opportunity tonight to play a little bit of our flight day highlights. It's a lot of fun after a long day, and we appreciate you getting the film down because we know our families will enjoy them. So thank you very much, Houston.
And Brew, thank you. It was very enjoyable from down here.
And Houston, one comment on I did look